Math falsifies naturalistic mega-evolution, Part 23. Atheist mathematician and scientist quote 45. The argument given a quarter of a century earlier by zoologist Edward Blyth. An argument which really proved that species cannot adapt outside fairly narrow limits, was sidestepped instead of being answered. Atheist scientist, Dr. Fred Hoyle. My comment. Dr. Hoyle is highlighting the zoologist Blyth's observational falsification of Darwinism for higher taxa. Natural environments are very commonly analog, not digital. i.e., they gradually grade from one environment to another. However, we observe that species inhabit each environment within certain geographical limits. Species do not commonly gradually grade from one into another, to match the gradual gradation of the environment. Instead, the species dies off when pushed to the boundaries of a given environment in a more digital than analog manner. Neo-Darwinians believe in near-infinite plasticity of creatures, to create the entire biosphere from a single-celled universal common ancestor. So, Blyth asks, if species from one higher taxon are able to morph into completely different species in a completely different higher taxon, as Darwinians believe, then why do we not commonly observe that happening in the gradations between environments? This empirical observation is actually evidence against the near-infinite plasticity of species that Neo-Darwinism requires. There appear to be morphological and genetic boundaries between higher taxa that species cannot cross. This falsifies the core claims of naturalistic mega-evolution, of near-infinite plasticity of species across higher taxonomic boundaries. Quote 46. There was also the difficulty that the fossil record did not support Darwin's concept of major changes. Dr. Fred Hoyle. My comment. Dr. Hoyle is highlighting the fact that the fossil record does not support the gradualistic expectations of Darwinian and Neo-Darwinian theory. The fossil record shows sudden origins of all of the major phyla and almost all of higher taxa, i.e., kingdom, phylum, class, order. This is clear observational and empirical falsification of naturalistic mega-evolution. Note: atheist mathematician and scientist Fred Hoyle performed extensive calculations to determine if naturalistic evolution, random chance and natural selection, would work. And he found that it does not work for any level higher than microevolution, i.e., adaptation of a species to its local environment, inside a genus or family. He published the calculations in a book titled, Mathematics of Evolution. The quotes above are from his book. Conclusion. In his book, Dr. Hoyle uses extensive mathematics to show that Neo-Darwinism is false for higher taxa. Neo-Darwinism is true for microevolution, i.e., random chance and natural selection can cause adaptation of a species to its environment, resulting in formation of varieties inside a species, or genus, but nothing more. Random chance and natural selection are not capable of creating the biofunctional information, and the large-scale changes, needed to create completely new body plans, and completely new higher taxa, such as kingdom, phylum, class, order. So, Neo-Darwinism, random chance and natural selection, is false for naturalistic mega-evolution, i.e., the claim of naturalistic single-cell to human evolution. And, this is the case for all naturalistic mechanisms in the modern synthesis and the extended synthesis. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.